NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Dances by him. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
The Chiefs at 11-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Irv Smith Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Herbert.
throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll find Bateman once more.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Again, it's Pacheco.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
A big play there for KC. 41 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
In motion right is Johnston. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A slant route caught by Bateman. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. A nice little juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now here's Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And Browns get it for a Kansas City touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That's out quickly to Bateman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And that will be their final one in this first half of play. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and 6 now. Herbert. That's going deep for Bateman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took a big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. In motion right is Johnston. Herbert now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Johnston from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This ball deep for Tony. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
65 yards.
and the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalked up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Pacheco once again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A quick throw here out to Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And staffed a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Pacheco will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Herbert changing things up. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they... And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chiefs 28. Aaron McPherson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Now Mahomes. his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Smith catches left side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chiefs 28. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Deion Henley.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
I like it. The call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew a little more time off the clock.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Chargers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
46. Chiefs 28. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. This is Smith to the ground. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final try for Mahomes. This is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them